What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm down here in the bow cave right now, tinkering with some gear, and it is pouring rain outside. So I'm going to have to stick with like a little 12, 13 yard shot indoors, which, you know, it's okay. There are worse things out there. Got a fun hunt to share with you guys here. This is an early season hunt. I'm out with my buddy Bill from Spartan Forge, and if you guys haven't tried the Spartan Forge app, you owe it to yourselves to check it out. I used to follow all these different weather patterns and all these things for me to try and figure out on my own when the best days to hunt were. And I met Bill from Spartan Forge. And I started using his app when it was just a online web portal where you could log in and see the algorithm and have it pick the days for you. And then now, it's a full blown app. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It is certainly worthwhile. But on this day, the deer we are hunting, it's a transitional phase day. I'm set up in a spot where I normally wouldn't be, and that's part of what makes the app so cool. I'm able to pick the days that I want to hunt based on the neural network and knowing, that it's relying on the data to tell me the best day to hunt. But also I know where the deer are going to be moving. So it really helps me pick when based on what days and then where to go. So this day was a transitional area. I picked a different tree than I would normally go into, and you're going to see the results. So definitely interesting stuff that unfolds here. It's worth watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Check it out. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you like it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy the hunt. Alright, we're going to make this little opening clip as quick as possible because it's raining acorns in here. And it sounds like there are deer everywhere. We are set up this morning, and this is about as tight as a property as I have. There are houses literally all around here. And often I get pictures of the neighbors coming over here and messing around. But I've also been getting a lot of pictures of deer in the morning, so should be a good hunt. It's just raining, folks. Definitely need to tighten up the little ball head here. Sliding around. Fluid head, whatever. Alright. Let's shut our mouths and kill some deer. Just another day in the life. Playing on Instagram. 20 feet up. Alright, well, the anticipation at first light was really high. And I still feel like a deer is going to show up at any second. This property is just beyond tight. I'm probably 60 yards from that guy's house. There's another house that's about 50 yards that way, so a little bit of a disconcerting feeling when you're sitting here looking at all these houses so close, but kind of the name of the game when you're urban hunting. I got a couple buddies that I'm hunting with right now, not on this property, but are close by. So every time my phone goes off with them texting me, I'm thinking that they shot something, and they probably will. I was so excited to get in the tree this morning, I forgot my bino harness. So thank goodness I'm using a range-finding bow sight, because otherwise I'd be screwed. I just did a terrible job of self-filming. I looked behind me over my shoulder, and there were a couple deer working up the hill. And so I spun to get in position, and I knew I couldn't get the main camera over there, so I just turned the GoPro on and got in position, came to full draw, had the lead doe right here at like 8 yards. And when I shot, I don't know what happened. It looked like the arrow deflected just a little bit. I hit her back, like bad back. She might have spun a little right when I shot also. I really don't know what happened, but the end result was horrible. I hit her back. She went over here and just stood there. And in total, there were like 7, 8 deer. There were 4 or 5 in that group of does, and then there were 3 bucks that came up. And so I just froze because she was standing there for the longest time, didn't know what happened. And they're up at the top of the property line, so the last thing I wanted was for them to spook and go that way. So they mulled here. I was able to knock another arrow really quickly, very slowly knock another arrow, and I just fed around up here, and then this homeowner came out and started yelling at his daughter to get ready to go to school, and when he did, they all boogered and ran back down to the bottom here. Fortunately, I kept waiting for her to walk by. She never did. And then finally, she slowly walked down the hill. I would have put another arrow in her if I got a chance. I actually came to full draw and bleeded trying to get her to stop. She wouldn't stop. She just slowly walked down the hill. So, thank God she went down that way. She'll die down there, and we'll be able to go get her, still feed some people with her, but that is not acceptable. You know, here I am not shooting deer this morning when they came through because they didn't present a good shot. And then something happens here. I hit them back. I couldn't tell you the last time I did that, but that is not okay. Give her some time, like 8 o'clock when I shot her, so it's really unacceptable. That makes me feel awful. I want to smash this bow in a million freaking pieces right now. I'm just so mad at myself. Animals deserve better. Tight properties, you just can't do that. Hopefully anybody out there that's watching this, you're better off not shooting a deer than you are wounding one or creating a potential PR issue. And right now, I have created a potential PR issue. Unacceptable. I'm really disappointed and mad at myself. I don't even know what happened, but get down and go find her. Alright, well, it's been 2 hours since I shot that doe. I'm gonna climb down and back out. I was really concerned with making any noise or getting out of here and bumping her that direction. Since she walked back down to the floodplain, that's where I want her to die. So, I'm gonna roll out of here. I'm gonna be really quiet. I'm gonna grab my arrow, and we're gonna booger out of here fast, because we don't want to screw this area up. I want her to just, I'll guarantee you she's bedded about 80 yards that way. I watched her, and she knew that she was hurt bad. She's gonna be bedded down there. There's a big bedding area, and that's what we want, so that's good. I actually see what looks like the tail of a deer, so I think she might be toast. I think we got lucky here, so hopefully it's her. We'll go pack our stuff up, go find out. Well, the old adage of it's better to be lucky than good could not be ringing any truer than right now, because that's our doe. Just got super lucky here, but I mean, that's why it's important to know where your shot is and to act accordingly, right? Because I knew that the arrow had deflected a little, hit her back. Actually looks like it entered pretty good, but you know, hit her back and just made sure to freeze in the tree, didn't push her, and she was able to bed up and die. And this prevented there being a major issue. So, you know, definitely got lucky today. I'm thankful for it, but gonna get her loaded up and get down the road. Thank goodness. Alright, I got lots of work ahead of me. I'm gonna get her loaded up, get in the truck, and get rolling. So I think I'm gonna take my stuff back to the truck and then come back in here and grab her. Man, I cannot tell you how relieved I am that she died right here, because that just was gonna be a nightmare. I also don't remember the last time I shot a deer that it wasn't like perfect. But I mean, it happens, right? And somehow I think that arrow deflected a little. Looking back at where that shot was, there's definitely a little bit of stuff, definitely a branch or two in there, and you know, it's possible that it nicked it or something, but really happy, really lucky, really thankful. So let's get her loaded up, get her feed some families, and let's get on to the next tree. Alright, we've got Dozilla loaded up. Out here with my buddy Bill from Spartan Forge.
Guys,
The app was right today.
it was.
We were in like a mid-grade movement phase. We saw like decent movement, but they were tight to their core area. Just feeding along, but definitely not, you know, full range day. Definitely not an abnormal pattern day. So pretty much spot on. The app has yet to steer me in the wrong direction. So hopefully that rings true forever.
He's the one with the dough here, so he knows what he's talking about.
We're gonna get her loaded up and get her cut up and processed. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.